Hey, what's up everyone, I'm Naresh and today we're gonna discuss about the best all-around lens for Sony A7C camera. As Sony labeled Sony A7C as the lightest and smallest full-frame camera in this market, so it will need a smaller lenses to have a good handheld and it should not be a front heavy. So after doing so much of research comparing a lot of 24 to 70 and 28 to 75 lenses, I felt that the Tamron 28 to 75 is a best around lens for Sony A7C. So this lens has been introduced around 2 to 3 years back for Sony E-mount cameras, and it was a very great performer. If you see a user reviews or any reviews from YouTube, they gave a very good impression on this lens. So I'm looking this lens on Sony A7C due to mainly its form factor. It's not so big or not so small, and it weighs around just a pound, and I think it will be a great fit for Sony A7C because it's also a small and lightest full frame camera, and we should not feel any front heavy by using this lens. Let's talk about some specifications for this lens. So this lens is made for Sony E-mount cameras, where we can use for Sony APC bodies like 6400 and 6500, 6600, and it's made up of solid plastic and little bit of aluminum inside, and it's having the weather sealing as well as it weight just around an lb, and it's also the closing focus distance is like 0.19 which you can use for macro. I will not suggest for using for this macro, but it's having the macro capabilities, and it's also having the length of just a 117 meter. It's not so big. So overall it's a great in hand, I can feel it. So overall it's a very good lens. I'll go outside and I'll come back. I will share the videos as well as the photo samples, and I'll be testing the autofocus system using on A7C. So let's go. So guys, I hope you saw my photos as well as the videos, and currently I'm having this lens on my Sony A7C in my studio, and you can see there is a difference between earlier shot and this shot. Earlier shot I was shooting with 85mm 1.8, now it is having the aperture of 2.8 as well as I'm zoomed around 75mm. So there is a good amount of background separation in even in 2.8. I feel overall it's it's doing a great job. So let's see how it performs in autofocus. Let's quickly test. I hope you guys can see how it is tracking my eye. If I remove a hand, it's tracking very well. Even if I'm moving around, it is tracking very well. So overall it's having it's having the great autofocus system, like similar to Sony A7R4 and as well as Sony A7S3. So overall it is having all the good things, like it's a budget friendly. I got around $650 in Adorama using my student account, and if you compare along with G Master and even Sigma, it is quite cheap and literally we can afford, and the performance is equally good to the G Master and the Sigma. So overall it's a great lens. I recommend people to buy if they're starting want to change the kit lens. So I feel it's a great comparison between 28 to 60mm, which is given by Sony as a kit lens, and I suggest rather than buying that, you can take this lens and not this lens, but overall it's a great package. Thanks for watching my video. If you really like my video, please leave a like and subscribe my video, and please let me know if I want to do any changes or any improvement. Please let me know in the comments. So thanks for watching this video.